I just have one question, Mr. Bias, and maybe one comment to what you said, Congressman English. You had mentioned briefly and spoken about, to build upon the Congresswoman's comments, there seems to be more desire in suburban and urban areas for access to fresh foods. Could you comment upon the potential economic impact this might attend for the future, but also what is it in the Farm Bill that you mentioned in your written testimony, country of origin, but is there more that needs to be done? I mean, I can remember, because I was in Philadelphia, always going down to the wholesale market there, Reuben Amara, Carmen Zariski's. I can still remember my pop saying, we're going in the Reuben, to go down. So it was always, to my mind, this desire to have this type of access. Is there more that can be done in the Farm Bill to open that part up?
Absolutely, Congressman. We sort of stumbled on this. Traditionally, fresh local food was the way our food was distributed. We got beyond that, and now how we get back to it. I think you're going to have to see some serious investment in both federal dollars to help people with the delivery and the marketing structure. That's an obstacle for small farmers. They literally have to haul that product up there. There's no ready-made distribution program. I also think we need to adopt the type of policies, as the Congresswoman just mentioned, to make that food accessible to all federal nutrition programs, whether it's school lunches and school breakfast or the WIC program or any of those. And federal policy will help drive it. Right now it's been a consumer thing on the high end. They're willing to open their checkbooks to pay for quality. And, people of all means ought to have access to that quality, and it helps our producers. Yeah,
growing up, because we were 8 kids, and my father worked at Philadelphia Shipyard, so this was a wholesale, and we used to kind of go in the back gate. But we did it because it was low prices. But there's now this desire on the higher end, and I just was curious if there's any follow-on and more tools that might help that market, because it seems to you see these more and more. And because of time also, one comment, Mr. Congressman, I think your comments are so spot on, and yet I think they actually undersell the challenge. I mean, I remember sitting down with an investor one time a few months ago who's done a lot of research, and if we want to bring China, and China does want to come up to the Ozzie and Harriet level of 1965, a car in the driveway, a dishwasher, a decent home, all the energy we produce this year in this world would be needed times 10 just to get them to the 1965 standard of living of the United States, and they want to go there. I think back in the military, the internet really did come from somewhere. It came from the DARPA program, the defense, over there in the Pentagon. And so whoever made the comment that we really do need the S&T and the R&D to get us out there. But there's also another element missing. We truly have to, as you so well said, the environmental and the energy approach strategically, which Congress doesn't do well. But the transportation, if that is embedded in also, we're patchworking a broken system that we built after World War II. You just take what we're doing on airports. All planes into Philadelphia come from 50% of all planes from 500 miles away. 30% of them come, 50% 500 miles, 30% of them come from 200 miles away. Well, why are we trying to expand that airport? Why don't we just put a bullet train? So there's so much to be done in this area. We are nibbling at the edges. And I'm just very taken by your comments. I'm sorry to go on that. Thank you.